All right, so I'm going to talk about making a silhouette for your drawings. So I'm just going to start off by making a box. I'll do just a simple 20 by 20 by 20. I'm going to go into shaded mode. And because I know I'm going to be making a 2D drawing, I'm just going to make sure this is moved out of the way from my, my origin. And I'm going to make a 2D drawing. And the one thing I want to make sure that I have selected is this option for scene silhouette. And hit OK. And what the silhouette will do, it may not look any different, but what it's going to do is it's going to give you like an overall line around the perimeter of your drawing. Let me change the color here so it's the scene silhouette. I'm going to change this to red, for example, so it makes it a little bit easier to see. So here you can see that it's just an extra line that goes around the perimeter. If I move these out of the way, if I go back to my layers, right click, and go to select objects, it selects all the objects in that layer, and I can just move these out of the way. So you can see the original drawing is still here, but the scene silhouette just gives you additional line work. And it's just sometimes it's really useful to give your drawing a little bit more depth. So say as an example, you have a horizon, or if your drawing is sitting on a site, you can give the top lines that are above the horizon or above the site a different line weight quality than the lines that are below the horizon or below your site. And again, it's there to serve to give your drawing some depth. I'm going to turn this layer off. I'm going to just show you a very quick method in case you did not make a silhouette, how you can do it after the fact once you've already made your 2D drawing. So just say as an example, you made your 2D drawing and then you realize you need those additional lines for your scene silhouette. The easiest way to do it is just to make a 2D rectangle that goes all the way around your drawing, and just use the hatch command. And cancel this. And do hatch again. I want boundary to say yes. This way I can click inside. So I want the boundary, I want the hatched part to be in between the my drawing and the rectangle. And I'll just hit OK. I just want to make sure that it's an actual solid hatch. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this hatch out of the way. I'm not going to move the line that I created, just the hatch. And I'm going to explode a hatch. And what happens when you explode a hatch, it actually turns, when you explode a solid hatch, it turns into a surface. And what I can do now is I can use like the laser cutter command, either duplicate edge or duplicate border. And move this surface out of the way. And what it should have done is similar to the laser cutting command. I just made a border, like made that perimeter of that drawing. I'm going to put these on a different layer. I think layer 1, for example. And then I'm going to move both of these, or at least in this case, all these drawings back, and just snap from the bottom endpoint to the bottom endpoint. And once I've done that, I can now delete this, and I now have my silhouette back. Right now it's all joined together, but if I need to, I can either explode it or split it into different parts. So say, for example, I want 2 different line weight qualities. I'm going to take this and do a split. I'm going to split it along points. There's this point and this point. So now I have this bottom line, I can give it a different line weight quality, and this top line, give it a different line weight quality. And again, it's just there to serve to give your drawing a little bit more depth.